Hey guys, welcome to our very first podcast, 2.5 Takes. My name's Shaun.
My name's Paul.
And I'm Steven, the half.
The half is still, it does give me. So if y'all can't tell just by visual, United fan, Chelsea fan, Everton fan. The idea was just us getting together, kind of give each other a lot of banter and a lot of fun throughout the season anyway. So why not actually record it and talk about it and kind of just go from there. So the idea of this is just us talking about the season every week, going forward with the Premier League, sprinkle in a little bit of Wrexham because why not? And then, of course, where we're at, once the season starts, it'll be a lot of Oklahoma City Thunder at the tail end of this. And then, like for next week, we'll do a little bit of OU football.
Yeah, I'm definitely not letting the football season slide by with that.
Right. We got to put all our false hope forward, right at the beginning.
That's just like, Premier League season. Everyone has hope.
Yeah.
Except for Everton fans.
I've literally watched a tape that someone's like, United's winning their 41st. And I'm like, I want to believe.
Yeah. Last season was hard.
That's ours.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that did Everton finish ahead of Man U
Dude.
last season?
Okay.
First
There
time
it is.
First time in a long time.
Already.
Yeah.
Wait, we're 3 minutes in.
I love it so much.
This is probably the only jab I'll be able to take the entire year because the next 20 months I'm going to be fighting relegation.
I think it'd be important just as we get started. I think when I talk to people in the States about Premier League and how they got involved and how do they start following a club, it's important to kind of share that. And so maybe you could also just kind of start us off by saying, how is it Man United? How did you start to follow the club? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of it was just, if I remember right, in the early aughts, that was all. It was kind of like, remember when it was all like everyone was a Bulls fan for basketball because that's all you could see.
Right.
And I felt like that was kind of here in the U.S. That's the main thing you always saw.
Like Man U was the only team that you were getting.
That's what I feel like
from the Premier
The
League.
stars.
Yes, and so then it was that was the first thing I saw, and then all of a sudden I was shown by my dad the '99 season and all the historic that brought, and I'm like, oh, that looks fun. Let's follow them, and then it's kind of kicked off since then.
Was there one player from that era that you're like, dude, this is who I loved as I fell in
Oh,
love?
Scalzi. Yes,
He has a good first name.
Dude.
We know this.
Yeah.
It's Paul. I actually
Just if you don't know, I don't know anything about really other than the little that I follow.
you know who David Boyd is.
So there's going to be a lot of jokes that people are going to get, especially those two they're going to have to explain to me. So that's kind of the point of this podcast is to bring those Americans into the fold.
Yes.
That don't have any clue what's going on.
We say this at our church. You can get in on this. So I think it's important to kind of hear where people come from, how they fall in love with the sport and the team and all that. For me, grew up playing soccer, but didn't really follow any type of professional soccer league growing up. I think it was the World Cup 2010. I think the 2010 Spain. Was that when Spain was killing it?
Yes.
And Fernando Torres was just blowing it up, and he went from Liverpool to Chelsea. And Taryn and I, my wife, we just felt, hey, that guy's awesome. We love following that dude. And he went to Chelsea. And so it was like, there's nothing strong behind that. It's just that's where he went to go play. Both of us were like, we'll be Chelsea fans. It's not as cool as like, oh, my dad followed the club, ushered me into the fold. But that's kind of how which is probably pretty common for a lot of Chelsea fans, is like, it's not deep embedded into your family history or something. For us on this side,
Yeah, because like
on the American side,
when did Chelsea start getting like really good?
2012, I think, is when they won the Champions League for the first time, wasn't it? With Frank Lampard and Drogba.
Yeah, but Chelsea prior to that though, because like that was 08, we United beat Chelsea in Istanbul, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Chelsea, because of Mourinho, was always
They were always up there.
Yeah. In the odds, it was literally United, Chelsea, and then Arsenal. Were the three.
Once Roman Abramovich bought the club.
When did he buy the club?
Like 04, 05, I think. Because he had like a close to a 20-year reign, Anyways. So let's keep going.
Cool.
Steven, how did you come across Everton? What was that like?
Paul knows this one. Well, I mean, I did like Tim Donovan, but Paul knows this one because we were with our church. We went on a mission trip and with a couple other churches too and everything. And we went to Brazil. I played soccer when I was probably like 5 or 6.
Played a lot of soccer in Brazil though.
Yeah. And then, so in preparation to go to Brazil, I got to get ready to play soccer. I'm like semi-athletic, athletic enough that I can do something. And so we're practicing, we're doing stuff, we're playing soccer with these club teams that are, 13-year-olds that are just dominating these grown men because they're so much better than us, and playing on dirt and in puddles of water. Like we played a whole entire game and it was probably 6 inches of standing water over the entire field. And these kids knew how to play on this field because that's what they just played in, barefoot. Yeah, they're playing barefoot. Just making me look silly because I'm trying to play defense and just can't stay in front of anybody. And then we get to, just doing some different things throughout the trip, doing like kind of a small children's camp type thing. They're coming in, we're kind of teaching them about just singing different songs, hymns, different things like that. And we're talking to this girl and her little brother, and we're sitting there and we're talking, and I've been talking. I'm like, okay, if I want to get involved in Premier, if I want to start following Premier, who's a team that I should follow? And we kind of talked about it, several different teams before that and everything. And then we're sitting there and we're talking to this girl and this little boy. He's probably 5 or something like that, 5 or 6. And we asked him, what's your name? And he didn't really understand it. So we asked the sister, and she's like, his name's Everton. And so as someone who doesn't follow,
Didn't have a lot of deep meaning for you.
I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh, that's cool. That seems a weird name for someone that's from Brazil to be named Everton. And then Paul explains to me that's the name of a Premier League team. And so like out of that, I'm like, well, that's who I got to be a fan of. So since 2014, when we went to Brazil, Recife, I've been an Everton fan.
I love that.
That's fantastic. I've never heard
that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So some ups, mostly downs though. Who, some other,
Yeah, absolutely.
In the Moyes era.
Yeah.
Pretty legit.
Yeah, some decent ones, but most of the time we're hovering around, just in the middle to the bottom, especially the last few
years. Trying to get a taste of relegation. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't dip all the way in.
Yeah, I mean, Everton has never been relegated, and even though there's been some close calls the last few years, they've stayed out of it.
I think this year, I would assume things will be different just because like the atmosphere in the new stadium has to be pretty epic.
I hope that, yeah. I hope there's going to be something. That stadium just looks awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks incredible, and hopefully there's going to be, they're putting some money in. Hopefully we won't get any more points deducted,
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's helpful. Just kind of, catching people up to speed a little bit about kind of how we fell in love with the club, what that looked like. How do you maintain, your fandom through the years and those types of deals. But maybe we could kind of do round table, just kind of how each of us are, feeling upcoming season. We support different clubs, same league. So does that sound reasonable? Okay. Who wants to start? How should we go?
I think OU is going to win the national championship. Oh, well, hold on.
Brother.
I think that would be great though.
With Everton, I mean, adding Grealish. Is it Grealish?
Hey, great pronounce that. He's got good hair, man. He's got great hair.
Whenever that was announced, I was like, it's funny because I text you guys and I'm like, is this? I feel like I should be excited, but also I'm not sure because he didn't maybe live up to expectations at Man City, but he's still really good, right? And really, Everton, for the last several years, they just haven't had anybody that will actually kick the ball into the goal. They get into good position, and then just I mean, I feel like if we just if Everton just scores more points than everybody else, then they'll have a good chance of winning the league.
Well, I mean, did you see very much of him at Villa?
I mean, I didn't follow super close. I mean, basically, I was just watching probably Everton most of the time whenever they were on, but I didn't watch a lot of Villa. But
He
you know,
was.
he looked. I mean, that's why he went to Man City, right? Because he was incredible there. So maybe Man City just, you know, didn't. Yeah, maybe it just wasn't a good fit. I can hope that.
Well, because it's not United or Chelsea. No one's going to talk about how it's a flop.
Dude.
Sorry.
No, I know. It's tough. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's always, like you're saying, there are like sad seasons of being an Everton fan, but it's just there's always hope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, the fact that like even whenever we were, you know, 2 years ago, it was really like we were on the cusp, like next to last game or last game, you know, of the season. It's like if you don't at least tie this game, you're getting relegated.
Was that the year of the
I think it was
deductions as well?
23.
Was that what made it so bad?
No, that was the deductions were last year, most of them.
like they went into effect last year.
I think so.
Well, I thought the year that you guys got close was because the deductions made it to where like this shouldn't even be a thing.
Well, sorry.
true.
No, I'm right. You're right. It was 2 years ago that the deductions, but also 3 years ago they were on the verge of, without deductions, they were on the verge, like last game of the season.
Yeah.
Even with the deductions, they had some of those deductions reversed 2 years ago, and that kept them kind of just above and everything. But
Which is the most Everton thing ever.
you know, and somehow Man City still hasn't been hit with, you know, points deduction.
I watched an interview today from a guy who's apparently he's on the board of the Premier League, and it was just a lawyer type response of, we've put it to an independent review. We cannot speak upon whatever they're talking about. And I'm just like,
well, how long does the review happen?
were these back in 2018? They go back to 2018? Because I think some of these actually they cannot go back. Like, they can't go back far enough. If I remember right, there's some of them that like the allegations
of limitations that
essentially
keeps them from being it. Yeah, so
it's just I kind of wish Brian was here right now.
Yeah, Brian has things to say.
Yeah,
for sure. We'll bring him in the pod.
That's him. the one day old pod.
Shaun, what about you, man? Man United, we kind of alluded earlier that it was an interesting season last season. How are you feeling coming in this time? What are the vibes right now?
Everything that I'm listening to, and the way I feel, I feel confident. The team seems better. It seems like everyone's behind Emery, and y'all have known for the past decade, our recruitment has been reactionary. And so with the players that they've brought in, they're specific in terms of size, in terms of quality, in terms of they've done it in the beginning. You know, bringing in Cunha and Buemo, that's huge because they've shown success. And that's adding, I think it was 50 goals, contributions, goals and assists automatically. Now, they can replicate that? I don't think so. But they have the opportunity. And then you bring in Sheshko, who is, yes, he did it in the Bundesliga, but he's a proven striker. He's like 6'5". Like, yeah, they say, like, don't
Holland, dude.
Well, they were saying don't actually look at him as Holland.
Yes.
A lot of people have been putting him to Ibrahimovic.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, well, now I'm even happier. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And then
that's great.
Trying to get Baleba down the line. If we pull that off, I think this season, a top 4 at a trophy there's a gentleman on one of the podcasts called the Andy Mitten standard. So top 4 in a trophy is doable, and it's almost kind of like sad that we're like.
Well, and I think the fans deserve. Yeah, go ahead.
Because normally Man U is like, this isn't us, you know, to be down that low. So it's like, we're not. If you're not in the top, if Man U's not in the top 4, then
Everton fans, don't listen to this for a second, but I feel like the Man United fans deserve, you know, that you can almost overlook the offense of how bad ownership has been with some of these things you're talking about. If these things come to fruition, you have a good finish. There's goals coming in. There's good vibes around the club. The fans are excited. The fans will forgive to a degree. You know what I'm saying? If success comes, it's a theater of dreams. So for those that don't know, you know, Old Trafford is called the Theater of Dreams. You know, but this could be for another segment of another time where we kind of compare Premier League clubs to NBA basketball franchises.
I was thinking about that, especially for me, because I need to know.
It could be really good. We should do that.
Can we give him a cue card?
Yes. Yeah.
Ted Lasso, Dallas Cowboys.
Perfect. That's
Also Dallas Cowboys. Yeah.
We'll do it. It'd be great. It'd be so fun. But I just think that like after last season and the last few seasons, you've used the word parasite, which is a hashtag. It's not just you coming up with that. That's like the whole fandom is saying this thing together. And so I personally I actually want Man United to live up to their potential because it's better for the league. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes when the Lakers are not doing well, like it's kind of bad for the league. Like the Lakers should be doing well, I don't know if that's like a like for like comparison. You know what I mean?
I think that's
pretty on point.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's like, there's not really been a dominant team in the NFL, but like if the Cowboys are really good, then it's good for the NFL.
Yes.
The headlines.
Well, if the Lakers are really good, it's good for the NFL.
Yeah.
If you look at different leagues around, NBA, Lakers, MLB, you're looking at the Yankees. If the Yankees are good, there's going to be more people tuning in because there's more fans of those people.
It's good for the sport.
Yeah, than anybody else.
That.
So
yeah,
same thing with Man U. If it's good, then you're going to get more people tuning in.
I think in my head, I keep coming up. So we need to mark these down. But parity versus dynasties in Premier League. We could also have a conversation probably about that at some point. Like what's good for the league? Should that be a thing? Should dynasties happen? Anyways, we can get into that.
Oh no, that's definitely a topic because as much as we all want, we would love for our teams to win. Like the Leicester run was phenomenal,
unbelievable. If Repson makes it all the way, we'll lose our minds.
We'll
take our shirts off on this podcast.
I was so happy until
Steven might already do that. But
did you see the? Did you see?
Doesn't take much.
You guys watched the versus Sunderland last week?
Yeah, it's a cruel game.
Heartbreaking.
It's a cruel game.
Well, as it's happening, we're texting among each other, and Shaun is just getting my hopes up.
They're gonna win the whole thing.
It's like I'm sitting there. I'm like, Sunderland. They were in the Premier League last year.
Southampton. That was my
sorry. Southampton. They were in the Premier League last year. They are, should be one of the best teams in the Champions League. Yeah,
championship.
Whatever.
I knew what you were saying. I knew exactly what you were saying.
And
this is why this podcast is great.
And I'm just getting psyched up, and then 90-minute things.
But 91st and
96th, and I'm just like, really,
man. This is where Americans are like stoppage time is the worst.
The worst. Can we just know how much time is supposed to be in this game?
Exactly.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, where's the buzzer? What are we? Buzzer? There should be a big orange square around the goal. It's like it's over, man.
Time's up. Sorry,
man. Some clarity here.
How about you?
Yeah. So I've been thinking about this. I think I told you last season I was pretty frustrated because almost 80% of the Chelsea games were on Sunday mornings at 8:30. And so due to my vocation and responsibilities on Sunday mornings, I couldn't watch the games, and it just takes you out of it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you can record it, you can watch, and of course I would watch highlights later and those kind of things. But it was just a weird season to be a Chelsea fan, I feel like. And so it was weird. And so I regained some of my vigor over the summer because Chelsea won the Club World Cup. I thought that was pretty special. They beat PSG 3-0. We, signed some pretty big Brazilian names specifically, which I don't know about y'all. When you look at your respective clubs, anytime you have an infusion of Brazilian players in Chelsea's squad, it's good for the squad. It's good. It's good for the vibes. It's good for the culture. There's a joy in their game. So
there's some
Pedro,
unique play, some more creativity. Probably.
Creativity for sure. But there's also a kind of, one of my friends, Grant, Grant, he talks about humble confidence. And I kind of feel that about our Brazilian guys. Is they're humble, but they're confident. They play with style. They play with confidence, but they share the ball. João Pedro, Esteval, and it had me thinking back to Oscar and Ramirez back in the 2012, 2013, 2014 years. And so I have very, very high hopes. And, we were talking earlier, we've listened to some podcasts over the last week or so of people with boots on the ground in England about the Premier League. And there's a lot of discourse about this Chelsea club. And some of it I understand about how they sign people to 8-year deals, they loan them out and all this stuff. I get that.
But it also it's proving to work. For FFP and the financial backing that they have to follow.
It sounds to me like when I get mad at people that know how to work the tax code of the United States.
So they
And I'm
sign somebody long term for cheaper,
spread it out
and
over
then
8 years,
and
9
then
years.
they'll lend them out and let them get good.
Yep.
With another team.
You know what farm teams are,
And
right?
then, yeah,
like you understand.
Yeah.
And so to me, and the G League and the NBA, I'm trying to find. I don't care. Like I'm like, okay, Chelsea's found a way to do that, and it worked for them at the end of the year and through the summer, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have a lot of hope, and I know later in the episode we'll kind of talk about how we feel like the season's going to end up top 4 and that kind of thing. But I am personally, ask my wife. I am excited about the season. I'm excited about our signings. Do we have areas where we need to grow? Our center back situation. Caldwell just got injured. He tore his ACL. We've got to figure out some of those things.
When?
I think in the PSG game. I think.
Oh.
When it about to move down, even for me,
it's like
it's sad. Yeah.
So in the Club World Cup, like, how do you feel that translates? Like the Champions League is, the best team.
People that hate Chelsea. So we'll start there. People that hate Chelsea say it's the NBA Cup.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really move the needle for a lot of people that don't like the club or don't support the club or think that Chelsea's doing things the wrong way.
But at the same time, I mean,
But these teams are playing well. It's in the United States, so you're actually getting to see these players up close. They want to win. You can't tell me that they go to the United States and they're just like, yeah, it's whatever. Like Cole Palmer, that dude's a gamer. He wants to win. He wants to play. He wants to score. João Pedro had just joined the club and jumped in and scored a couple goals. So I'm very excited.
That's a good signing. João Pedro and Liam Delap, I think are both going to be very impactful.
Yeah, for sure. And the culture that I'm talking about, like the Brazilian culture, is where like Delap wanted to take the penalty, even though Estevao earned it, the new Brazilian signing. Estevao could have taken the penalty and said, no, this is mine. He gives him the ball. He knows he needs confidence. He gives that to him. He scores. So I just think those are really good signs for the team, for the club.
And I would say also, like, looking at the end of last year, Chelsea probably more to the middle of the season weren't in the top 4. They weren't, but they kind of improved as you got to the end of the season and got into the, I mean, they ended up in the top 4.
Yeah.
And so
exactly. It's great.
Whereas they would have been, if they would have kind of stepped around where they were around, hovering around like 7 or 8 most of the beginning of the year?
They were like second in the race at the end of the year, at the end of 24. And that's where, again, pundits will be like, they should have seen this coming. This is what Chelsea does. They go on a streak. But again, I don't buy into a lot of that stuff. Every year's a new year for me.
Yeah,
I'm pretty optimistic in general when it comes to this stuff.
And I'd say even more so from whenever I started watching the Premier League, even more so than any other league that I've ever really watched. Every year is a new year. Like the swings that happen from year to year, like you don't see a lot of repeat.
Aston Villa blew up. 2 years ago, sent them into the Champions League. I mean,
Emery's been he got hosed at Arsenal. A lot of that's in media, I feel like.
Sure.
But he did very well. And he came into Villa and placed a system properly. That's definitely if there's a hot seat, I think it's now him. In the past, Villa's definitely been one of those teams that comes up.
So to your point, kind of talking about these types of, big decisions and how things are going to finish and, coaches and teams and players, maybe we jump to who do y'all see as a top 4 finish this season in the Premier League?
Just to help y'all out. So I'm actually on The Athletic. The Athletic and Opta both have Liverpool winning it all again, Arsenal 2, City 3, Chelsea 4, and then Newcastle, Villa, and Crystal Palace. I think that rounds out all Europa League. They have.
Do we get 5? Is it top
the
5?
way it's looking? England will get 5.
Okay.
For Champions League. Okay. And then from what it shows, it looks like United would be 8th, and Everton. The Athletic has Everton at 14th.
Okay. Hey, you're safe, bro.
You don't
need to worry about it.
I mean, They actually have.
Sleep easy.
It was the guy on the other, whatever the podcast, what podcast we were talking about, the Guardian
Football or whatever.
the Guardian, and they had
The guy-
Everton relegated. And I'm like, no,
He doesn't know. He does this for a living. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He's just trying to get clicks.
Leeds, Burnley, West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham. Okay, if this is correct, Chelsea's fourth. Are you happy with that?
Nah. So I'm a homer, so I have no problem saying that, and I'll die on that hill. So I have Chelsea winning the Premier League. So that's my number one.
If it's not us,
What?
I don't want anybody else. If it's not United,
That's what I'm saying.
It better be you. I'm telling you.
So I have Chelsea. I have Chelsea at 1. I have Liverpool 2. I have City 3. 4th, I've gone back and forth on. I think Newcastle.
No.
And hold on, because this plays into.
Oh gosh, no.
So I have it as Arsenal doesn't make the top 4,
Really?
and that he's the first manager to be sacked. I feel like it's going to be a rough first half of the season. I'm just saying.
That's a hot take.
I'm just saying.
I'm not against it, but I'm also for like we can keep him because he places second and never wins a trophy. So just keep him.
He is Bob's. Well, this is like Arsene Wenger. So when he was there,
Do you ever say the scene is Bob Stoops? Do you know
Arsene Wenger's Bob Stoops. They won it, right? With the what do they call it? With Thierry Henry, what was it called?
Oh, the perfect team. They
yes,
never lost.
Yes. There's a what they call it. They have like a name for those guys. You know what I'm talking about them? Well, thank you.
04?
Undefeated season. Win the title. Unbelievable.
They-
So I
they-
compare
they
that to
lose
the.
it.
So I compare that to Bob Stoops winning the title with OU, and then for the next 20 years, making a bunch of money, having pretty good teams, always finishing in the top 4, right? Doing well, having great players, having great quarterbacks. That was Arsene Wenger, was Bob Stoops, and so I'm like, I don't know that Arsenal's going to give that to.
Do you
Arteta.
really put Arteta up there with Wenger and Stoops?
No, I'm saying I don't think that they're going to give that to him.
Okay, no, okay.
I think they'll cut that off.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, but you're right. It's a hot take. I'm just saying we got to shake something up, and that's my kind of my shake up.
Where do you feel that Everton lands?
I mean,
Mid-table?
yeah. I mean, I'm looking at
12?
I would be surprised if they're higher than 10, but yeah, I would say right around 10 or 11.
On top of the tables.
Yeah, if they can get to 9, I would be pretty happy. With the season, 9 or 8 or 9. Yeah, I'm expecting 10 to 11, 10 or 11 or so.
Sounds like a great.
I mean, for what it's been the last 4 years, it would, it'd be a pretty incredible year. I'm looking at like last year's season and everything, and finished 11, 15, and 12. So if we can just finish, up 500, have more wins than losses, and just score a few more points,
Yeah.
a few more goals that that push us up, I'd be pretty happy with that.
Sure. I think that's reasonable.
They bought, am I saying this right? Everton purchased Kieran Dewsbury Hall?
Yes. Yeah. That's one of Chelsea's many.
Maybe
The 18 second budget.
And he had flashes of brilliance last season.
That's what I'm saying. So I think if you put him in that kind of
player.
position, I mean, I'm actually okay with that. I mean, really, their shining light is Grealish.
He's got some really large calves. You know what I'm saying? He does.
I don't know much about Barry. Thorino Barry. They came from Villarreal.
No, I don't either.
I'd be curious. I mean, he's a striker. I mean, yes,
right?
That's where if these are his guys, who he's wanting, that's where I'm not against thinking Everton's around.
So talking about Moyes, like, I don't know a lot of history about him. Like, what is his kind of MO when it comes to managing a team? Would you say he kind of comes in?
Because he was at Everton,
yeah,
right? Back when you were first started following Everton. But from what I understand, Shaun could probably speak to this too. I think hard nosed defense, play tough, play hard, knock the ball, up the field. Like it's not beautiful soccer.
Yeah.
By any stretch of the imagination, right? Like,
But get the ball up the field and shoot at the goal.
But
Or, you know,
he was very good at, he would take on the big clubs and do very well.
Yeah.
Like he's a very good tactical coach, but it seemed like when he got to, did he go to Villarreal before he came to United, or is United then Villarreal? He definitely, I mean, he even came out and said like he was not ready for the sheer size of what United offered,
sure.
which is kind of understandable. I think if you look back to my Twitter X account, I would have been like, boy, damn, you know. But really, being honest now, I don't think that was the right move for him. I think he should have had another step up, whatever that would have been from Everton to so on to then United. But I mean, I'm thrilled he's back at Everton because he made Everton a power. I mean, their home record I think was pretty good. It wasn't the Jose Chelsea home record, but it was stout for sure.
Yeah, pretty good team. I mean, had a good keeper. Yeah, I mean, they still have a good keeper. I feel like that's Everton's thing. It's like they're gonna have one of the best keepers in the league.
They had Howard.
Yeah, they had Howard.
Right?
Years.
Yeah.
Years.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, whenever I first started watching it, was Howard.
I mean, he was at United before that.
Yeah.
First stint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe with like Van Nistelrooy and some of those guys. Was that one? Yeah. Okay. What about just kind of looking at our notes a little bit? But Golden Boot. Any hot takes there of who's gonna round that out? Who we feeling?
I hate saying this. If Isak goes to Liverpool,
You think he's gonna do that? Dang.
if he goes to Liverpool,
I
fine.
feel like this is where my based homer takes start to kick in a high gear, obviously. I kind of thought Cole Palmer had that. I think the way that he's played and the position that he's played in keeps him from actually scoring an onslaught of goals.
Yes.
But I think it's good for the club. I still think it's good for the club where he plays,
Yeah.
plays, and Maresca ball and all that stuff. But I think that João Pedro is extremely confident and has an opportunity to put in some serious goals.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What's Liverpool's like best player? Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
mean,
just got rid of who's the dude that just went to Saudi?
Oh, trash.
What's his name?
Darwin Nunez?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
ugh.
But he's a club. The club loves him. The fans love him. But I'm just like,
I would okay, that's when Trevor needs to be here because I'm pretty sure we'd ask Trevor to be like, trash. If you watch him, he's not good. He missed everything. There was a whole compilation of how bad he was at open shots.
dang, that's tough.
Trash.
Well,
That's coming from
Well, he's
Mark's
getting paid.
person.
He's getting paid. Even
Even-
Saudi.
even as an Everton fan, I'm probably going to go with Salah. For
Okay.
Golden Boot. I mean, that dude just
I don't because of like it's
older.
It's him. He's older. It's also AFCON, so that's gonna have a hindrance.
Yeah,
But you
okay.
have him, Gakpo. If you have Isak in that team, like it's going to be
There's not going to be enough. Yeah.
yes. There's not. Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well,
It's J Dub and Shea and Shed. It's not
I mean,
all one.
I mean, Shea
Shea got his, but
he still won the MVP. So
yes.
it's
Man,
more.
now you
I'd
got me
say,
my feels.
I'd say you got to say it's more like Durant and West.
Hey,
Oh, wait.
we'll talk about the OKC
Yeah.
schedule later. Okay, we have thoughts. Okay, so I kind of put it out there for a first manager to be sacked. Very bold, very hot take. What about y'all? Do you have any kind of thoughts there? Or does it nothing come up for y'all? What do you think?
Everything that I've listened to and heard, it sounds like the Leeds manager.
Okay.
And I don't know, I cannot remember his name, but it sounds like the Leeds manager. It almost sounds the same as us last year with Ten Hag. Like we're going into the season, but we should have let him go.
Daniel Farke, Farke.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Daniel
Is
Farnes.
the lead.
That's right.
Good.
Yes, him or I think
Doesn't bode well for him that we don't know him.
I would also think Wolves. Wolverhampton, I think, will fire them. I don't look into what they've done to their squad, and I haven't.
Dude, they used to be scary. Wolves
They
used
have-
to be
they almost
scary.
have a really
Pedro
good-
Neto was there.
Yes,
I mean,
they have a good defense, but they just seem like they can never like. It's ugly ball
for
Yes.
sure, for sure, it is. But man,
So when you're talking about guys that are getting sacked, like to me, I think about teams that are like supposed to be really good, but then just fall flat. I mean, you know, you guys will have to talk to me. I feel like Arsenal has this reputation to where everyone just hates them. You know, it's like, you know,
They signed a Chelsea dude.
By the way, okay. Yeah.
so, you
They
know,
always get
He already
Chelsea
lived
wrong.
in Dagan. It's fine, whatever.
but I mean, you know, maybe Arsenal, they're going to have, you know, a worse season than maybe projected by a lot of
Oh,
people.
I thought you were about worse than Everton.
Oh,
I was waiting for you to
well,
say it, and I was like,
No.
oh.
Yes.
Well, I don't think
Yes.
it'd be that
Oh.
bad. Imagine if Arsenal is, you know, hovering around 7 or 6 or 7,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
mid season.
They won't win a trophy,
Which is hilarious.
which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, they're almost becoming the point where they're very Spurs.
So you have to like, so whenever I feel like I you know, watching Twitter and different things like that from
X.
Premier League or whatever it's called, you know,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
On the X.
Whenever you're looking at Arsenal and Tottenham, like it just seems like there's a lot of people that are just negative about those two.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious
Is it-
to see them fail. And I don't know what that is in my
It
heart.
brings me pure joy, especially when my team's terrible. I'm like, where can I find happiness in this season?
Exactly. It's
And
exactly
then,
right.
and then we play Tottenham and lose.
So it's basically like the Dallas Cowboys. Every team that's not, if you're not a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, then you want that team to lose. So that's what Tottenham and Arsenal are.
Fun to hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost. I mean, it's almost like the Dallas and Philadelphia. I would feel like, because I mean, if you're not one of those fan bases, you don't care for either one. And almost to a point like, no, I want them to lose. Even if you're like a Pittsburgh fan, I could give a crap. But you're gonna like, no, I
think with those two teams, and I know we've got other stuff to cover, but with those teams, Tottenham for whatever reason is just more sad to me than like me wanting to like hate them. Arsenal, I'm like, they're easy to hate.
Yeah.
Freaking Arsenal, like so stupid. That's dumb. Tottenham, I'm just like, oh man,
Were
more
you-
Spurs.
I-
Like that's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Were you? I was in the massive minority. I was pro Ange. I liked Ange.
Yeah. Well, and I think like, was it Real Madrid that they lost to in the Champions League final, like 21-20, something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Was it Madrid? I thought no, it was
Because Gareth Bale, didn't he like blew up? Because basically the semifinal game, Tottenham, played great.
Oh, versus Ajax.
Yes, and the
Oh,
Brazilian.
they came back and won that
the
game.
Brazilian had a hat trick.
Oh, the
He played for Barcelona.
I say short guy.
He was short and bald. Paulinho, not
Nope.
Paulinho.
No,
Don't look at me because I don't know.
It'll make me crazy. But he played great in the semifinal, and then they just got blown out by Real Madrid in the final. And it was like, oh, Tottenham, I'm sad again for them
That's how I feel like
on the biggest stage.
most people look at Everton and they just kind of are like, you know, okay, yeah, Everton's there, whatever.
Lucas Moura.
I love that guy.
Hold on. So Lit scored in the 5th minute, and then Ziyech scored in the 35th minute. Ziyech, he fit
Oh yeah,
to you guys.
yeah, and he was actually fun to watch, Chelsea, to be honest. But
So they're up 2. Excuse me. They're up 2-0, and 55th minute, Moura comes in.
yep,
Scores.
super sad.
59th minute scores. 90 plus 6 wins the game.
To go to the final.
I remember watching that. Just
In the-
gets
Elated.
hard
In the
because
champions,
that was Ten Hag's league. That was his. That was Frankie
They were
Gion
playing
in
out of this world.
all
those guys with other teams.
They all once that game ended, basically they disbanded everyone. It was insane.
it was like the whole team just broke up.
I think that final
Yes.
is where was it with Gareth Bale had some kind of crazy.
Was that the
scorpion
bike kick? Like nearly bicycle? Just
Yeah, he had a
beautiful.
race, I think, in that game.
And that was when Real fans hated him.
I know.
Like
I know.
so much hate.
And they beat Tottenham, which is funny.
Mm.
That's where that's bad like that. Anyway, anything else on that front? Golden Boot, manager to be sacked. We covered all the bases on that ish.
I think we're there. Who's your now? I gotta ask because we're already there. Your 3 relegation is it? It's never been 3 straight seasons of 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah. So Burnley.
It Leeds, Burnley, and Sunderland are the 3 teams up. Sunderland has spent like I think I heard the number of like $120 million.
Yeah.
They've invested.
Well, and they have a murdered out
That was beautiful.
They're gonna do
Just for the
that.
kid alone.
They're gonna do
It's,
The kids,
Yeah, so I'll say Burnley, Wolves.
even Wolves going down.
Oh, what's the? Now I gotta. Y'all keep talking, but now I gotta pull it up.
I still think West Ham is just
Yeah,
they can't get out of their own way. I just don't see it. And so
Yeah,
I think they're one of
constant up down.
yes, and I
Yeah.
think this is the year that,
Yeah.
and if I honestly think that team, that's one of those clubs. If they go down, I think they keep trending down. It may be
Yeah.
like kind of scary. For
it's
this.
sad.
It's like the old Blackpool.
Blackpool.
That-
Man, that's a
that's
deep
deep
cut.
cut.
That's like when we watched. That's when they're on Fox Soccer, bro.
Fox Soccer Plus. Oh, like
Dude.
9 p.m.
Yes, absolutely. I watched the 1 hour.
Fox Sports Southwest on,
Hey, we will never have cable TV again. Oh wait,
It's coming.
it's coming back.
hey, what if we could just put all these programs on like one service that you
Yeah,
pay
what's the newest
for?
one? Is like we're gonna put
instead-
ESPN and Fox Sports together, and I'm like, well, I have YouTube
You're like,
TV.
what are you
I
talking
don't.
about? Like, why can't I watch this already on my YouTube TV?
Okay,
Paramount Plus.
so Wolves, Bournemouth. What was the other one I said? Burnley.
Burnley.
That's who I got.
I've seen some people take Brentford.
Yeah.
Thomas Frank's gone. They've lost Mbemo, and they've lost, I think, Misa. And then there's I butchered that name. I know I did.
Yeah.
But they've lost like 3 or 4
Yeah,
main
that's
players.
tough. That's
So
really tough.
That would be. I don't know much with the new coach, so it almost could be like a 5 or 6 horse race of relegation, which that would be fun.
That could be cool. We could have an emergency pod about that eventually. 39 weeks from now. Did I get the number right?
38
matches.
30 and a half.
Okay. Where are we headed next, bro?
Oh well, actually, so we're not
You don't-
we're not in this. How do you feel about your Europa journey? Because you don't know it yet, but you don't know who you're facing or anything. But like, given the format last year was brand new.
We're gonna be Champions League.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. I was like,
So
wait.
who's, yeah,
you're
so
right.
who's, yeah, that's what I was
You're
gonna
right.
say.
My bad.
Sorry.
Okay.
So who all's Champions League this year?
From the Premier League.
Yeah. So it's the top 4 that finished.
Because of the way it was seeded. I think it's actually
Or
top 5.
top 5. Yeah,
So
that's right, that's
Liverpool,
right.
Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Newcastle, and Tottenham.
And Tottenham, because they were 17.
16. They actually they were 14. They finished above United.
So why did Tottenham get in? Because they beat United. I didn't know that, but that's
Yeah,
embarrassing.
yeah.
Wow.
And thank you, sir.
Wow.
No, I think that's why when you brought up Newcastle being top 4, I think they will suffer. They have not done very much in the transfer portal.
Sure.
What is this, football?
I know what you're saying.
The transfer.
Yeah.
It's
Depends on the NIL.
Yep,
They can
yep.
do it.
And so, but with that, I don't think they can't do this on all 4 fronts, on the FA Cup,
Sure.
the EPL, the Champions League, and the Carabao Cup. They're not going to be able to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so for Chelsea, what do they have going for them? They have a gazillion players that can interchange in different positions. I think there's been legitimate critique about goalkeeper, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't put that much stock into that.
Yeah.
But
They're getting a lot of shots on goal than
I know.
better.
Sanchez,
David Sanchez?
I can't remember his first name.
I mean, when
Petrovic was another one I think that we might be loaning out to someone.
when you're a fan of Everton, you care a lot about your goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the
It's
whole.
just, but I think what was I've heard, maybe this podcast we were listening to earlier, but discussion about this summer for Chelsea, they exerted a ton of energy playing as hard as they could to win this thing, which there's truth to that. But they're trying to knock on them, saying they're going to be tired. But I'm like, every team is trying to wear themselves out in preseason, so they're ready to go because that's what everybody does.
Everybody's trying to get prepared.
Like,
yeah.
It's just like when we were playing club soccer. You're going to spend July and August just running long distance,
Getting yourself
constantly, and it
worn out,
sucks.
so
Yeah.
that you're not worn out when the game
So I just-
starts. Yeah.
To me, I'm like, Chelsea's an extremely young squad, like Thunder-esque type of squad in terms of age. And so, like, I don't really have a ton of concern, injury related, fatigue, but maturity and wisdom, they don't have that. You know, Reece James is probably one of the most senior players on that team. If he's healthy, yeah, go ahead.
All right, there you go.
If Reece James is healthy,
How many games?
what?
Reece James.
Does he play? Like, if I'm praying about it?
So you're
38 games,
If you guys push the envelope, you're playing 60 games.
If we can governor him in the same way that, you know, I keep wanting to talk about the Thunder, in the same way that we governed, if that's the right word, Alex Caruso, then it's like, dude, we've got a shot at like really making some noise on the second half of the season. And it should, yeah, it's just if people can stay healthy. And so it's Caldwell, ACL preseason, right? And that he's a pretty young player. He's like mid-20s, you know, healthy, stout, all that stuff. So that can happen overnight. But I have faith that, you know, we will be okay. That's going to be all right. We're going to figure that out.
You're still buying players.
Why not? We're trying to get, what's the dude from the Ajax, right?
You're trying to get Leon Bailey, the Jamaican
Yeah.
loan, it sounds like. And then you're trying to actually buy the talks that keep looking like it's positive for Garnacho.
Garnacho. Yeah, exactly.
Hang on with you guys.
You looking at our time?
Looking at our time, yeah.
What's that time?
What are we at?
50 minutes.
Okay.
That's not bad. I figured an hour 15-ish would be.
Yeah. First,
If
you know,
people don't
first
want to
pod,
be here for that long,
that's the thing. You know, first pod, you don't know what you're doing. You know,
Yeah.
You're kind of moving through here and everything. But yeah, you know, you kind of talked about like hot takes, like what team or what teams do you think are going to be good, like are going to surprise us, and then what's your hot take?
Okay. Yep. That's fair.
Like, what is a random team that you don't
Hot
that you
take.
wouldn't normally?
Well,
think
didn't I say Newcastle top 4?
That's a hot take.
So
That's not take.
that's pretty.
That's, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone right there. So I'll sit there. I mean, I talked about Arteta. That's pretty hot, spicy,
Yeah.
as they say.
Oh, if I could dream Arteta became like this. I mean, a hot take would be even if somehow we do get Baleva over the line, I still think you have issues in defense. There's got to be something. There's got to be a change there. It probably won't be till next year, but there's got to be a change.
David De Gea.
A hot take. Great club legend, but
I know.
but no. In all honesty, like a hot take would probably be United win the whole thing. That's a hot take.
Okay. That could be cool.
Here's
Wild.
I would say that is.
Here's a hot take. Wrexham ends up in Premier League.
No, we're all just we're supporting Wrexham next season. We denounce our clubs.
Oh,
and we are only supporting Wrexham if they get to the Premier League. We have to do it.
I'm pretty loyal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you do that.
I mean, I've gone through Everton this long with Everton.
If Fernando Torres starts up for Wrexham, it's over, guys. Okay, only if.
I as much as I wish it, I don't think Wrexham is coming up. You know,
and
as long as just dump it elevated. Don't get.
That's true. That's
the big thing. I think if you stay
out this far,
they got to stay up for at least another year. I mean, kind of just thinking about whenever they first got bought, you know, it was like they were kind of hovering around that, but they couldn't make it. You know, they didn't move up.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the championship is, you know, it's a lot harder. You know, from as you move from league to league, it's substantially harder.
Hey, Ryan, Rob, if you want to join the podcast, we're here. I'll take a mint
Mobile.
mobile.
pause for our sponsors.
I think that
Oh, wait.
we're brought to you by
Shelf
Browns.
Insurance and
Brown's
Browns.
Ice Cream and Dairy Store.
Yeah.
And Simple Modern. We're going local places.
They
Okay.
definitely need us. But,
Yeah.
you know,
But I mean, I look at Wrexham and you know, my hope was that they would, you know, they'd be in that position by the end of the year. You know, it'd be cool. It'd be cool if they were playing in for that. I don't know what. So when you're talking about moving up from the championship, what is the, like, if you win the league, if you're number 1, do you automatically get in, or is there playoff? I know that certain, you know, levels get to different spots. How does that?
Shaun probably knows better than I do. I would say, is it the first 2 automatic and then there's a playoff? Something like that?
One more time.
The
Moving
championship
from
go up.
championship to Premier,
Yes.
like what
There's
is
a
it? The
playoff.
first 2
I think
are automatically.
I think the championship. It's the first 2, and then 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Playoff.
We'll do a playoff
Okay.
for the 3rd spot.
Yeah.
So if Wrexham is in the playoff,
That's a
Yeah.
win.
that would be
That's
awesome.
that
Yeah.
alone,
Yeah.
because you're gonna get an extra game.
I don't have hope in that necessarily.
I don't think they've done enough in the transfer window to be that.
Yeah.
I don't.
But it would be pretty.
What's massive is, so Google AI in the Premier League, the last place team receives a basic merit payment of around £2.8 million, and I don't think
So the team that gets relegated down still gets that much money.
yes.
Okay.
But then the championship, to win that, you're not getting that much.
Yeah. So being in the Premier League is
Go-
going to be a huge boost to the amount of money you make and the amount of money you're able to pay players.
I don't even know if it's that. I think it's more just so like Leeds this year. Leeds will go back down, so they're going to come up, get a massive payday, and then come back down. And I think that will either allow them to, now we can pay players for 4 years straight.
Yeah.
Or the investment then is, so if they can keep doing that year in and year out, back and forth for a couple of years, you're getting an influx of money to either
Right.
redevelop. I think it's called the COP. That's the COP. That's Liverpool.
For what club?
I'm thinking right now.
I can't remember.
Their stadium. You adjust the infrastructure. You adjust.
It's like that team that moved up with it starts with an L a couple years ago, Lupton Town or something. Like
Oh yeah, where they
that. They had to spend like 12-15 million
just to get it to where it was ready for.
rates.
Was that the one that was like in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh!
you
You're
literally
walking
walked
right.
by someone's like their laundry was right outside,
Yeah.
and then you walk 2 more steps, you're in the football stadium.
That's
It's amazing.
so awesome.
Could you
I
imagine
love-
that here in the US?
Well, I mean, I think about like college football is different. It's bigger probably and everything. Like that to me, Premier League, and especially with that aspect, when you get into the championship and stuff like that, it's so much like college football versus NFL football, because NFL football is so sterile and the stadiums are all, built around suites and everything like that. Well, these college football stadiums are not built around that. There are some suites, there are some comfort aspects of it, but like my seats, the bathrooms closest to my seats are trough urinals. They're made for fans to just show up and be loud and rowdy and stuff. And that's what that, like, especially the teams that are moving up from championship to Premier League. That's what I look at. I'm like, I love that about it.
Well, the issue with, like, in football stands, you have the issue in terms of NCAA. They're all built on college campuses. They're usually in the middle of the campus or something where, like,
so you don't have a
you're
neighborhood.
surrounded.
Yeah, you don't have a neighborhood.
Then with the NFL, they're like, we need to put 8,000
parking
spots. Where I'm like, no, make
just
the
not
mothers
small.
walk.
Yeah.
And let's enjoy this walk. Because like there's a beautiful commercial about walking down. I think it's Trafford Road. I'm probably gonna be wrong, but you walk down the road to actually go to the stadium, and you're walking by housing. And I think that's really neat. And even with Everton, with everybody, okay, great example of actually a team that did it. Baylor University. You walk across that bridge, and it looks just unique to walk over that bridge into the stadium.
Well, I'd say that there's a lot of college football stadiums that are like that. If you haven't been to a lot of college football stadiums, once you start going, like, because I've been following OU and I've been to a lot of college football stadiums around the country, and it's crazy how you're walking through a neighborhood on a lot of them, and even OU is kind of separated a little bit, but
It's coming out of.
but you've got houses like literally within 100 yards,
block.
a block or two of the stadium.
Yeah, no, the apartments aren't close.
Yeah.
I guess
So
I'm looking for the Luton
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, so
aspect
you
works
get that,
there.
but like Oklahoma and a lot of the U.S. is not conducive to walking necessarily. But by the time you park your car, like where I park whenever I go to OU games, I park, 2 miles away, and now I walk through the neighborhood. So I'm walking through all these neighborhoods.
You park at my house, and then
I park for free. I park for free.
Willing to pay $20.
Because I've already paid so much for my football tickets. I'm not paying more. So, that's one of the things that's so cool about those stadiums, and specifically about that, that one that you're talking about, Luton Town. It's like you've got these apartments that back up to the football stadium. It's almost the only thing you have like when it comes to professional sports is maybe Green Bay and maybe Wrigley.
Wrigley was the one.
Like those are the only two where it's like, you're in a neighborhood that's just different.
You're going to start getting away with that more and more. Look at the newest thing of SoFi. You see it. It's beautiful, but everything around it, there again, 8,000 seats, parking spots. It looks just so disconnected to what it could be.
And maybe that's a U.S. thing there that, we're everybody used to driving, and we don't have public transport that can get us to the locations and stuff like that. It sucks.
Thunder stuff? Is that where we're at, or we have anything else left before that?
No, I think we're good.
I'm not going to say you heard it here first, but you heard it from like 18th. But like about to United. It's going to happen.
Okay.
Per my
is that your hot take?
It's my hot take. I'll take it.
Fabrizio Romano, is that his name? The guy that is always.
I don't think it's him, but there's a bunch of
he's the Shams of soccer.
Okay, I'll try and let me think about my hot take. I don't know. Fulham gets relegated? Is that a hot take?
That's a hot take.
Craven Cottage, baby.
That's probably not going to happen, but
Clint Dempsey comes back last show.
Hey,
I don't really think that's going to happen, but I don't have a good hot takes.
That was just like a reach.
What's more of a hot take? Fulham ends up in the top 4, or they get relegated? Which one is
get relegated?
Okay.
Yeah, get relegated. So the NBA, absolutely, we're gonna move over. The NBA just announced the entire season.
Yeah.
Did y'all see how many games are nationally televised for the Thunder?
Well, last year it was like 5.
Was it that many?
I'm good at math.
Nice.
Right. 34. 5 with Lakers and Golden State.
Lakers, Golden State, and the Knicks. I mean, I get LA and I get New York just because of the media standpoint. Why Golden State? Why are we still trying this?
It's just Steph.
Because everyone else is old.
Because Golden State was in. Were they in a playoff?
They played Rockets.
They were in the play-in.
Yeah, they were the 2-6.
Right? Oh, they were the 6.
I don't know. All I remember is the Thunder won everything.
So it's only 7.
We are champs, guys. Yeah. Reigning champs.
I mean, who cares what everybody else do?
It's the best.
It's facts.
It's the best.
That's the only thing I can think of is that they still have Steph. They're still kind of
Jimmy Butler's
old right now. They may have some chance, but to me, I would look at like when you're looking at teams that should get nationally televised. Obviously, last year the Thunder should have gotten more because they were the number 1 seed the year before that.
Yeah,
and they got
no Christmas Day game.
Yeah, no Christmas game day, just random stuff like that,
which is fun.
Even that, they were the way it was announced. It was just like, the Lakers are going to play. You're like, why are we not? Which, do y'all care for that? Do y'all care that like there's a Wemby Chet like rival
Nobody's
that they're
talking
trying
about
to push for? The media is trying.
I know.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing when it comes to that is like, I think that Wemby is worse. I think that Wemby is probably better. Wemby is probably better than Chet, but I don't care about Chet being better or whatever. I care about the Thunder winning.
Statistically, it's better.
Well,
a defensive rim block. What is it?
I'm just
closest defense.
I'm playing devil's advocate. Even if Chet is better, or even if Wemby is better, I don't care because the Thunder are winning as a team. And what is this? This is a team game more than anything else.
Chet's arm is going to feel heavier trying to make blocks because of his ring. So that's true. That could happen. That's a good point.
How many games has Chet played since he came into the exactly
think about that?
So
he's played 3 seasons. He's played
by the end
3 years, but only one full season.
Yeah,
is that what we're saying?
His second season was his only.
His second season, he only played 30 games.
And then last season,
this isn't third season.
Last season was his third season.
His first season, he was hurt.
Yeah.
So second season, he played up most of the games.
Yeah. I guess he was in contention for Rookie of the Year, even though he was. Some people said he wasn't a rookie, but I mean, I just kind of look at the schedule and I'm like, we should have had that type of exposure last year.
The NBA would be better off. Fans would be better off if the Thunder had a ton of nationally televised games last season.
All I want and all I expect is for all 34 nationally televised games, is I demand Doris Burke
Is
at
not
everyone.
there. Don't put that on us.
everyone.
She can't be. That can't happen.
No, it's only going to be on if
Well,
the games are on Wednesdays or Fridays.
She's already been demoted.
Is Legler
she
taking
did.
over? He's been. He's
Praise Jesus.
I love
mean,
Legler.
Which is weird because
We had
I
him for the
didn't-
Minnesota series.
I
for a
didn't,
lot of it.
I didn't hate her as a commentator until the
Playoffs.
until we got into the playoffs, and she just took this completely anti Thunder thing. I don't know what was about.
The
it. Yeah, the
free
street thing.
throw.
She was just finding stuff on Twitter to say, and it's just sad.
I did research. What's Twitter saying?
Because I would never consult ChatGPT. Obviously, I would never do that. But she might.
We definitely didn't use that at all
No.
for this.
Speaking of,
podcast.
I did get. Did you guys see? There's now a watch guide for the NBA.
A watch guide on X.
Yes. So, well, it was announced.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's great.
did you see the no? Okay. So what we are, I'm showing Steven.
Yeah. Screenshot that. It's great.
Y'all click it, screen it.
And you're welcome.
So if I'm on X,
Andrew Schleck. Thank you, sir. So it's kind of nice. It actually goes
you can't just say he's a friend of the pod to everybody.
Andrew sent me a video to send to Warner on his birthday, wishing him a happy birthday.
Did you
So-
pay him for that?
No, he just did it because he's awesome.
He's just a nice guy.
He's just a nice dude. Absolutely.
He does. In all honesty, not even asking for it, but hey, come on and talk to us. He does seem like a genuinely nice guy.
100%.
Like I would love to have
Yes.
you want to have coffee, whiskey, beer, whatever.
All day. We'll get him on.
I'm here for that. I am. This is an EPL podcast, but I'm here for us just transitioning.
He might have some hot takes. Who knows?
I mean, he might have followed.
That's true.
But
He's probably a Newcastle fan. But yeah.
I do love that. I do like the idea of having there's actually set televised networks for each day.
It's great.
Also,
I like order. I like order.
my
Steven loves
daughter,
order.
my daughter loves order. Do you know what's
You know.
a blessing about this? Tell me one thing you don't see. What don't you see on this schedule? That's fantastic.
Yeah, we got NBC, we got Peacock,
The Prime.
ESPN, we got Prime.
Who do you not see? Who I canceled the day we won.
Oh, I agree. No FanDuel.
FanDuel.
No
Boy,
FanDuel.
Bally
gosh.
Sports, the worst.
So
app. And you can add us.
But
Yeah.
the Thunder are still going to be on FanDuel.
No,
Not at all. Like they're
I
not.
don't think so.
They're
right?
non-nationally televised games are still going to be on FanDuel.
But I thought Amazon Prime took over that spot.
I mean, I don't think so.
I'm not paying for FanDuel again. I'm telling you right now. It was the worst.
I
app.
guess. I mean, it's. We're gonna have to pirate it, but you know, whatever. I mean,
maybe J-Dub,
we have
with
friends.
his extension, he could just pay for all of us.
Or any of the three.
You get FanDuel, and you get FanDuel.
I have a feeling there's still gonna be games on Fan.
Yeah, FanDuel was basically gone.
I would love for that.
That's what everyone wants, but FanDuel. Everyone but FanDuel wants that.
Call Adam real quick, please.
Oh,
You know,
no, we need to figure that out though. We need to know. We have to have healthy expectations
Well,
about what's going on there.
the thing that I've come to when it comes to FanDuel, and you know, it was Valley Sports before that, and then Fox Sports whenever they moved away from whenever they got off of YouTube TV and other stuff. It was the most frustrating thing because they're like the Thunder are losing fans or not. They're not getting fans because they have that. Because and just in general, NBA and you know, I feel like MLB, there's a bunch of different places that are tied to that. And they're losing fans because whenever I would be home and I had YouTube TV for a long time, and I would log in and I would have the Thunder game on, like evening, like we're eating dinner, I would just turn the Thunder game on at 6:30, you know, or whatever.
As it is
and-
your right,
Yeah.
as a citizen
And
of
so-
Oklahoma.
And so my kids, when they were really little, we would have that going on. Once it moved to FanDuel and it went off of YouTube TV and it went off of everything, but you know,
Or you'd
pretty much
get
a
blacked
couple-
out, or
Yeah,
you
I'd get blacked out for on NBA TV or
Really
whatever.
good for the
And my kids don't have any desire to watch a Thunder game. And
We had to watch it out.
well, I mean, I'm not for a long time, I didn't pay that $20. And so for so long, they weren't exposed to it. Now, I feel like I'm probably mostly a failure too, because only one of them really, really cares about Thunder, but the rest of them are, are kind of just typical Gen Alpha, I guess.
Is that there now?
Yes.
My oldest was born in 2010. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything but the internet and streaming services. So it really is a disservice to the fans, and it's going to hurt in the long run. And I've said this about OU as well, OU football and just OU sports in general. At least the more you charge for stuff, the harder it is for families to attend. And the least likely it is to develop true fans. Those true fans are those ones that really like to watch, and that are the poorer or the maybe middle class fans that aren't going to pay that extra $20 a month or something like that.
It's the World Cup coming up. We've made a joke about this. We watched, and we're looking at this is all just, I hope to God it's speculation. But if an average ticket is $300 and $400 to watch, look, I have told you guys, y'all on the record, I have said my goal is to watch South Africa versus Australia or South Africa versus like Sweden. I think that
it doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't. It could be Trinidad and Tobago versus New Zealand.
We're sitting in the middle. We are sitting in the middle of that.
And I better be with a New Zealander, just scream my head off, just with pure joy. Yeah. But if a game is $1,000 to watch game 2 of a group stage match,
and it's 0-0 drop,
the U.S. has failed. And I honestly think, like, segued into that, how I think we're failing in terms of the U.S. market. Please tell me
that's what it's going to be.
What does the MLS? Give me 3 MLS games coming up.
No clue.
I have no idea.
The Premier League does one thing right. Great football.
Cheap tickets.
But the Premier League states, for the most part, Saturdays and Sundays. You might have a Friday or Monday game here and there.
That's
but
true.
Every Saturday and Sunday mornings, I know for a fact I'm going to be at church and know that Chelsea or United are playing at 10.
Well, and that's the thing. Yeah. Same thing with college football. It's like you're looking at Saturdays. Sundays.
You know what it is.
But most of the part.
I think the only big one that does really well is the NBA. With MLS, it is the year of a World Cup. That should be a massive thing. The MLS should be showing off that sport to everyone. When was the I believe chant? Was that 14?
That was 14. That was 14.
Very prominent in a soccer space. Like, this is like my now X feed is all United or whatever. And I want to watch soccer every single day I can, especially now the Premier League starts tomorrow. It's one of those situations where, or today, when I post this, whatever. It is almost sad that, like, I don't give a crap about Dallas. They are right down the road, and I don't give a crap about the Dallas.
Well, because
Dallas burned. I mean, FC Dallas.
Yeah,
whatever.
Dallas burned.
They were burned when I saw them in '97. But yeah,
I actually watched the very last Dallas Burn game at Cotton Bowl.
Wow,
very last one
before they became
Dallas. FC Dallas.
FC Dallas.
Taryn and I, funny enough, when we were like 9 or 10, saw Dallas burn versus DC United. John Hart was on that team.
The green and yellow kit.
Dallas burn had the jersey that I had was like red, black.
Red, black. The horse with the fire in his eyes, dude.
And then John Harkes had the black Adidas polo that was like black stripes across or white stripes across.
Kansas City Wizards.
Oh,
like
so clean. For sure.
It's almost a joke, but it's almost like those are amazing.
It's like,
we're getting up.
We should. Okay. Let me just say 3 words as it pertains to the Oklahoma City fan. Opening night opponent
of the Thunder. The Thunder is the main screen, and then I want to see Kevin Durant's face in the bottom left corner.
That was the picture.
Just
with Kevin Durant.
I need that in my life,
dude. Yes, I totally agree.
The thing is, he tries to act and he tries to say, he's actually pretty funny on Twitter. on some of the
because
stuff.
he will interact with random people.
Sorry, X.
X.
You know, I
Yes.
guess
Get X both.
It's almost sad though.
here's the thing. I feel, I'm still frustrated and I'm still upset with the way he left because he basically just left the team and screwed us.
Yes.
Without
Or
having
nothing.
without having an opportunity to find other players in the in that meantime. He basically let us on and then dropped us. And so I'm still bitter about that. But at the same time, I think he probably thinks in his head, what if I had stayed?
So
What is my legacy? Now he knows what his legacy is.
So
right?
3 days ago, he went on a tweet storm
Yeah.
on X
Yeah.
and
He's-
was just going off, right?
I
Yeah.
like following that
It's
because
hilarious.
it's kind of
It's
funny.
dramatic.
And he's
And
not
so
bad on it.
The question I asked Kevin, I actually posted. I said, "Hey, I'm being serious. Like, do you have any regrets? Like, legitimately, like, do you ever think?"
Did he reach out and talk to you?
Absolutely not. No, because he does not want to answer that question. And if he did,
Maybe with a burner. Maybe with his burner.
He has regrets. There's no way because let's be honest. Now, who's the statue you put up first? Sorry, second.
Rest and Shay.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
so that's the thing.
He's not even in the
And if he
conversation
put Shea first, I'd be like, cool.
Well, and
because
what he's
he
done.
has what he's done.
what team that he has been on since he left is going to build a statue?
He went
He's
to
not
the
going to Golden
he
State.
went to the team that was going to win the title regardless. So that's what happened.
Well, the thing is that they didn't need him. They needed us not to have him.
sure.
They needed
Sure.
a Thunder guy. to have him. So they were going to win the title regardless. So the statues that are going up in Golden State are going to be Shea.
And how have the other teams done that he's played for?
Outside of Golden State,
Yeah.
Brooklyn, Suns,
I mean,
now Rockets. Double Meyer. It's gonna be terrible.
Life.
as someone
I
that
know.
grew up in the
That's what I'm saying.
Dallas Fort Worth area that hates every team from Houston, I
Yeah.
hope that they don't
Yeah.
even make the playoffs.
Were you not a Olajuwon fan?
What?
Were you not a Olajuwon fan?
He was an Eduardo Nahara fan.
Olajuwon was Eduardo Nahara was still at OU whenever Olajuwon was.
I
But no, I
yeah.
mean, I wasn't really an NBA fan at all. The Mavs were there in
You're a
Dallas,
Rangers.
but I was huge Rangers fan. Come on now. And then I was an OU fan. Like it was Rangers, OU, and Cowboys. Like I was a Cowboys fan. We moved to
Rodriguez.
Weatherford, the best catcher ever. We moved to Dallas, Texas, or to Weatherford, Texas, which is just 30 minutes west of Fort Worth, when I was in third grade. And I was already a Rangers fan at that point because the Tulsa Drillers, were a double A affiliate of the Rangers, or maybe single A. I think they were double A. And so I had already I had gone to games and I had signatures from Pudge Rodriguez and Juan Gonzalez, maybe. So I was a Rangers fan. No chance to Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco?
Jose Canseco
With the
played
A's.
for the Rangers. Yeah, I mean, he played for the A's, but he played for the Rangers.
First?
Had a ball when he played for the Rangers. He had a ball bounce off of his head and go over the fence for a home run. Just that way. So there's teams that are there. Yeah, this is a rant.
Yeah.
So we
I mean,
didn't
all the
like,
time.
we didn't like the
Oh.
Astros. We didn't like the Spurs. We didn't like the Rockets. But I wasn't really an NBA fan. Huge. I became a Dallas fan whenever, kind of at the back end of Jason Kidd, whenever Jason Kidd was playing, and into Dirk Nowitzki. But after that, it was kind of,
I was raised around when Dirk was around, like Dirk and Steve.
Yeah. So Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, and Finley were the
Yes,
They were like-
and I honestly because of that, and also I was an OU fan, lived in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
So you got all the Texas hate, and
Yeah.
so I think for me it was I don't want to like Dallas because of
Texas.
the Texas thing, but then also my old man is still a massive Houston fan,
Okay.
which is like why now. But I was a big Olajuwon fan, and I was actually a Thunder or a Rockets fan until the Thunder came, and then I was like, oh,
I was born there.
Yeah.
I love that place. Let's
So-
cheer for them.
So I pretty much pulled for Dallas until the Thunder came, and then when the Thunder got eliminated in 2011, I was pulling for Dallas way more than over Miami. But
How can you not love Dirk?
What a
yeah,
great.
I mean, I loved her,
And that's still. I think they still talk about that. That is still one of the greatest runs.
and to beat that Miami team that was basically
Should have won.
That would have been
Expected
the Pacers. I mean, if the Pacers would have beaten the Thunder, there would have been the same conversations. You know what I mean? They
But they
absolutely didn't. Pacers suck, dude.
and the Thunder
They're-
wasn't put
they're
together. The Thunder wasn't put together. The Thunder wasn't put together the same way that Miami team was. That Miami team was like
Super team.
three guys were getting together and they were gonna make it.
Just get together and
Championship was built on Sam Presti playing chess as a 12-year-old somewhere.
just like
Like, that's how our
Sam
championship
Presti
game-
was built on Oklahoma ingenuity, survival. That was
So, okay. So I think as we keep moving through this discussion about the Thunder, I think it's important for us to make guesses about total wins this season. I think we should be able to share that.
did we finish 67 wins?
So we 68.
60.
So my question to y'all is, how many did the Warriors get back in 2016? So obviously, I know what I'm gonna say.
you're gonna have a full
What am I gonna
season.
say?
You're gonna have a full season of Chet and
No injuries.
That's what I'm saying. No injuries. Let's say no injuries.
Yes.
J Dub's hand
Hands is
healed.
Who cares about his hand? He'll still put up 40.
So
Who
if
cares?
Golden State was 73, then I say 74. 74 wins. Why not? Odds are at
Nice.
63.
I still say 69 just because I think we do better than this year.
Are we already projecting Thunder win totals?
Who cares?
Vegas did. They said 60.
Did they really?
Oh man.
Oh, wait. Do they say
gotta-
we're first?
Where did
Yeah,
we go
yeah,
into
we're
this?
odds on
63?
odds on favorites.
How do we bet the over on that? I'm gonna say 67. I'm gonna say 66 wins.
You think we lose one more game?
I'm gonna say
Hold on.
six-
Okay,
I'm
now-
gonna say 66.
Okay,
I'm gonna
now-
say 66.
Now I have to ask.
But that means I need to go to Vegas and bet the over.
Okay,
because-
yes. But now I have to ask for both of you. Do we beat our Eastern Conference record? And if we lose one more game?
I don't think that we beat the
We're not
Eastern
going to lose to the
Conference
Pacers,
record.
I can tell you that.
I don't think we beat the Eastern Conference record as much.
I mean,
We-
have you seen
we have-
Tyrese's Achilles, guys? Reddit.
Oh my gosh. Don't do that.
Oh,
Good guy.
That
Good
was
guy,
one of
Tyrese.
the
plus Miles Turner's gone.
He's so
So
good.
third,
Dude,
gone.
he packed up his Legos and he went to Milwaukee, guys.
That was one of the worst-
Unbelievable.
That was one of the worst things, and they
Can you
kept
imagine?
showing that replay over and over again. I was watching it, and I was like, "How do
The
they keep
worst
showing this
broadcast.
you
replay?"
know what the score? You know what the score was when?
We're tied.
Just so you know. So
Well,
I thought they were up.
No,
by
we
a
were
lot.
tied, and then they went up. We were tied. He got hurt, and they went up.
Yeah.
Because I think that we were so. I think we.
what? Who was it?
Oh, the white dude, McConnell?
he was still doing his thing.
What I call the dollar store, JJ Barrett.
Yes, yes, thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I feel like
There's
this
always,
guy better
there's
stop.
always one.
McConnell,
Better stop.
dude. McConnell was.
Jason Terry. You know, he was kind of the Jason Terry from the
Yeah.
You put Jason Terry in the JJ Barrett? Really?
in the
No, I
ability to annoy. I think.
Okay, the ability to annoy you. So he's like Shane Battier. Like,
Dude, yeah.
just totally
His-
annoy you. Or
And he didn't have a normal bald head. His was
Who's-
very creased.
who was the guy that was? Who was the guy was with Memphis that played for OSU?
Marcus Smart.
No, like before, like
Oh,
back in the
Tony.
Tony
Allen.
Allen, that guy.
But see, he wasn't annoying. He was just a good defender.
No, I know.
That's not annoying.
Well, that's what Alex Caruso is.
No, who's the guy that played for Brooklyn who just didn't look like that basketball player? Dude was like overweight, looked like he just like he couldn't-
Dudley.
Yes, that's
Isn't that a Harry Potter character?
talking crap about a guy who's like probably 6'8",
Yeah.
and I'm 5'4", 5'5", who didn't make moves at all.
That's like I'm 6'4" and I have short video.
That's just fine. Yeah.
I talk crap about him, but honestly though, in his realm, he looked like a guy like, did you just get picked off the street? And why are you doing that?
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't. Okay, think about it. Think about it though.
This isn't the Premier League.
You don't.
Rick,
fire
it's Rick Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle,
I mean,
you don't. No way.
That
He
guy.
should have won.
No,
If
no.
you would have kept playing
No,
McConnell,
He did not have the talent that they had. The talent that they had was much less than what the Thunder had.
The
I
fact
think
that
They
were-
had to
the fact
fire
that they
on
were up
every
2
cylinder to stay
Yeah.
with us.
And the fact that they were up 2-1 at one point, I think it's great.
And we historically shot terribly, like in the playoffs.
Yeah.
From 3.
Is that where you're getting now? Now you just
I haven't asked Chat GPT yet.
Is that where? Oh, we have. I remember Andrew Suck from Dan Duck.
Keep an eye on that, Andrew.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of
The idea of
We're landing the plane. We're landing the plane.
the idea of that
Yeah.
of your 74 wins, is that based off of us just being a normal shooting team?
Us winning 74 games is complete hatred of Golden State and Kevin.
That's really that's really Paul's desire to just
And then we're,
beat
wait,
that record.
I thought that one was about me and my happiness.
Is that your happy
Yeah,
football
yeah.
place?
Oh, dude, if we got 74 wins, just despite Golden State would be phenomenal.
That'd be pretty.
I would.
But the title would be better.
Yeah.
Right, obviously. So the title would be better.
That's my.
If we
thing.
won 65 games, won the
back to
title.
back.
I look at
Are
it.
we
and I-
doing the OU softball back to back to back to back?
5 in a row? Yeah, 5 in a row.
I mean, we're young, we're hungry.
Right? Or was it 4?
I think it's 4.
Okay. Anyway, too many to count.
4, yeah. 2 good
Not
rings.
1, not 2, not.
Which
Has anyone in the NBA done that? Has anyone done it before?
No. 3 is the most,
So 3 is the most.
right?
So
even
Bulls
with
did. That's what I was
what's
curious.
the-
Like
what's the-
Celtics and Lakers, I was curious in the Bucks. Like I was like, that could have happened.
I bet. Yeah, I bet probably Boston.
the Boston seems like the one that would do it.
But like in the modern era, no.
No, not the modern era. Hey, we go back to this thing.
Just
Sorry.
telling you,
I don't
guys. Say it. Say it.
Well, 19,
How many?
19, so
How
that's
many?
7,
10.
10,
10 back to back.
10 back to back.
So is that the record we're going to break?
So what I meant to say was we're going for 11. Caruso will be like 45 years old. Shea will be
Still,
Bill Russell won 11 NBA championships in 13 seasons.
it'll never happen. But
so,
there's-
so I don't even want to touch that. That's
you
ridiculous.
just- you can't.
Bless him.
Here's the thing: if you get 3 in a row, you're
A
a
dynasty.
dynasty for sure. But if you get the Spurs,
2
the Spurs never
2.
won 3 in a row, but they won
5
5 over 10 years, right?
Yeah, they're dynasty for sure.
That's a dynasty. Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Parker. That is it.
10 back to back, dude.
Is Popovich out completely? Is he gone?
I think he's not. I don't know. Yeah.
That's sad.
Great coach. What a coach, man.
Well, leaving on a wonderful take of Greg Popovich not probably being.
I love Greg Popovich.
I mean,
Love Greg.
for a Thunder fan,
He
is a
Yeah.
fantastic.
Sam Presti should have stood there.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, so because of
Learned.
probably because of some of San Antonio, we are who we
Yeah.
are now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is we are an hour and a half into this. I was in my head driving back from Tulsa. I'm like, 30 minutes will be good. We'll get it. We might get 30 minutes.
We got to
Okay.
hone our craft.
We got 30 minutes just to talk about
In all my experience in broadcast media, wait,
it. So we really appreciate, first off, if someone is still here.
his name is Warner Kingery.
And
He's
Warner,
So
thank you,
for
sir. For you, sir.
Dedicated to Warner.
My kids have already heard the whole
Yeah.
podcast, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Rams peeked in a few times.
Baylor heard like the first 2 minutes and said no. But we won't probably dive too much deeper into the Thunder until October.
Ring night.
Ring night, watching Kevin Durant just
Petty-
cry
Petty-
the
Petty night.
entire time.
Tom
We
Petty.
might live stream. We should live.
We should just play Tom Petty.
But of course, we had to finish on predictions for this weekend. Just one game.
Oh, yeah, prediction.
So who Chelsea plays, who Everton plays, United play Arsenal. We're going to win 3-1. And so for the next pod, we will be talking about a little bit more in the end. OU football, looking ahead to a massive SEC championship and what the run to the playoffs looks like. So Everton is playing.
Playing Leeds, so I'm expecting a 3-0. Actually, no. We don't score a lot.
I was going to
Maybe
say
a-
2-0.
Maybe 2-0. 2-0.
Let's see.
Grealish with the opening goal of the season.
Off the back of his cap.
I just asked
Oh
for
my
something. I just asked for not 15 draws.
Monotony. Number 1. Chelsea plays at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Of course.
So they're the sweetest. I love
That's
that.
all right. Everton didn't play till
Oh,
Monday.
So you going to turn your phone off and just wait until like 1 o'clock, like I'm going to do?
No, he
I'm
checks the
with you
scores.
at 8:30.
He
I'll be
checks
with you at 8:30 in the morning.
He
Yeah.
checks the scores.
and Porter's getting baptized this Sunday.
Is he really?
Boom.
So that'll distract me. So anyways, we play Crystal Palace. We are winning 3-1. It's at home. I mean, Club World Cup champions, guys. We got the patch in the center. Thanks for probably true.
Eze's gone as well.
Let's go, guys. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, Man U.
Oh, 3-1.
3-1.
Screw Arsenal.
Yeah.
3-1.
They're gonna sack Arteta that day.
Just get out.
Iron.
Yeah.
Day one.
It's like day one.
In all honesty,
Right.
it will be extremely difficult. But he won't play. But they will announce the signing of Baleba that morning.
Ricky Bobby Baleba.
Sheshko will have a goal. And Buemo will have a goal. And Fernandez with a free kick. Goal. 3-1.
Yeah.
Because Onana can't
Go Bruno.
get a freaking.
We're gonna talk about Bruno.
I'm here for it. Guys, seriously, this is fun.
Yeah, good time. Nice time to get together. Talk some Premier League.
Love it.
Even though I don't know anything about it. You know,
You gotta give yourself enough credit, man.
we'll have some good times. Go Everton.
Yeah, kiss the badge.
I think the idea is either
Kiss the badge. That's how I do it.
either every Sunday night or Thursday night. Going to give the roundup of what happened, of all the great wins. No losses ever.
Never. We
Um,
will all win.
We'll
the
just
title.
ignore those.
and if not Thursday nights. So you'll see the pod Mondays or Fridays.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you, gents. Good first pod. I
Yeah.
feel like we need to do like a Teenage Mutant Ninja.
Happy Gilmore. High five.
I don't think that's happy. Joe.
Yeah. Not the high five. No, he says it. Oh, slap hands.
Oh my gosh, just in the pod.
We're done. Bye.